Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome. Give this a second here to get going. Good evening. My name is 𝗧𝗢𝗣𝗜𝗖, and I am ButterDish Designs, and this is Crafty Hour, and we're episode 117. So I'm so happy to be back. So many of you know I went for several weeks to Alaska with my husband and family and had an amazing time. We did basically a week on land and a week on a ship and had a great time. It was very nice weather, very cold, cool, got to bundle up, and compared to what we're going through now here in Arizona with the 100 and something, it was quite lovely. So anyways, good evening. Happy to be here. Happy to be back at it. And I've got a fun card this evening. And let me just go to, there we go. So the card will feature the Boho Vibes Suite Collection. And just checking here, there's something going on here with the streaming service. So hang tight here a second. Anyways, it looks like it's going. We're going to just roll with it. If it's not, I'm sorry. Technically, nothing I can do about it. Facebook is being very odd nowadays, so I may switch to just doing YouTube only. So, like many others before me. Anyways, tonight, Boho Vibes Suite Collection. This is a really fun suite collection, fun. It's got great colors. Petal Pink, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Mossy Meadow, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. So, and page here, it's got a really nice stamp set that you can do a lot with. This Sunshine Vibes. This is the bundle. And here are the dies that go with that. And then we've got these beautiful muted palette dots here that go with. And the paper. It's 6x6 paper. So much fun here. So, hi, Connie. So it's a really pretty color palette here. And yeah. So this is the card that we're going to be making this evening. And it's got that nice cutout there of a rainbow arch, however you want to make it. And there's how I did the inside. The envelope, not only did I stamp, but I went ahead and used the rest of the coordinating 6x6 paper over here. So, all right. Put that up there, put this out of the way. And let's get started. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a while, so happy to be here, back from vacation and stuff. Ready to get crafty. So let's switch to, here we go. There we go. Okay. And let me just adjust that camera just a little bit. Okay, I did go ahead and just pre-cut this one piece, but I wanted to show you, so you can use this as a negative and use the negative, or you can do all the pieces, and then it also has I'll just show you real quick here. So all the little arches there, you can also cut out a background piece for it. So it's pretty versatile. All right. So this piece right here is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I went ahead and moved the rainbow arches down. So there's about a 1/4 of an inch-ish down there. This piece right here is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Now we need to get a background underneath this. So we're going to want to cut, which on this one, I'm going to go ahead and use this pattern here on this time. So we want to go, it's just a tick below the 3 3/4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11/16. There you go. And what we're going to do is use this piece for the envelope. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And it's square, so we're going the same this way. And then you've got a good sized piece that you can still make another card, add to another card. But we needed this one just slightly below. Let's go ahead and cut our card base. This is Petal Pink. So we're doing 4 1/4. And 5 1/2. Standard, just 10 volt. Okay. Go ahead and score that. Burnish it, I mean. Okay. For the interior, let's see, I'm going to cut down. I just have a piece of whisper, basic white. I don't know if I'm ever going to stop seeing that. So, all right. So let's go with 4 and 5 1/4. All right. I believe we've got all of our pieces now, so I'm going to put that out of the way. Got that. Got our envelope. We're going to put that onto the envelope. This is going to go behind like so. So when doing this, I'm just going to put this in because it's just in just a smidge of that. Try not to do it too thick. And I'm going to put it over this arch, and then I'm going to put it in this center one right there. Right. And now that I've got it going there, I'm going to flip it over. Straight there, make sure I don't have anything peeking out, and I don't. Don't worry about these because we're going to put the sentiment over it to hold it down a little bit. So now we're going to adhere that to that secret C. Oh, no. Take that back. We're going to do some stamping first. All right. Daffodil Delight. And we're going to make that little sunshine there in the ray. And with this one, I did go ahead and stamp off for that. So we're going to do that here. I just want it up in this corner. little squeaky there. All right. Got this ray. And you can see here as I'm doing off to the side here, we're going to do 1/2. And then we're going to do the other half. I love the elements in this stamp set because you can make this into so many different things. And there we go. All right. Now we can adhere that to the secret C piece. All right. Ooh. And that liquid glue allows you to slip and slide there for a second and position it exactly where you need it. So before it makes it permanent. There we go. Okay. There's that. Let's go ahead and do the envelope. I like it when I can include most of the 6x6 onto my project, because then I don't have all these little pieces around. Okay. And there's not a whole lot of waste. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun to do that. I no naked envelopes. Gonna send some handmade sunshine in the mail, or even just hand it to someone. Why not decorate the envelope too? There we go. Now we have this beautiful envelope flap there. Okay, so I like to do this all at once here. We've got our envelope, the card interior, and our card base. And we need a petal pink, which it is hiding from me. Like I just had it. There it is. Okay, we've got these little dots. So when I was doing this, I came up with a little bit of a pattern that I went ahead, and even though I'm covering some up, I just went ahead and continued the pattern. And you'll see me make it here. And I like to turn stuff as I'm stamping. That way you get a different look. So basically you can see here my pattern is going 3, 2, 3, and then it'll go 2. And I just keep going with it. And then that way, even up here on the sides, you can still see the continuation of the pattern. And there we go. Okay, so that piece is done. Now let's do our interior. And I'm not doing the same thing, of course, here, but there we go. Odd numbers. And you can see this card comes together fairly quickly. All right. That's it for that. The one other thing we're going to do is got just a little scrap piece here of the basic white and the hello from the stamp set with Secret C. See how good. There we go. I'm going to trim that down here in a second. Hi, Holly. Right? I agree, Sherry. Thank you, Holly. Okay. So we're just going to trim a little bit off of this side. And whoop, fling that anywhere. And we're going to do a little bit off of this side. There we go. Okay, so this piece here, we are going to go ahead and use dimensionals and add a little depth to the front of the card. Maybe. All right. And what I did for this is I just did an even border on the top and the two sides. Yep, looks pretty good there. Okay, because this is still loose here, and I'm talking about these rings, the rainbow rings there, we are going to use dimensionals on the back of the little hello here as well. And I'm going to trim just a little smidge more off that one side. Okay. And what I'm doing, the reason why I did this, before you cut this out, you could definitely stamp this and have your sunshine, you know, get cut out with the rainbow pieces there. But when I first did it and I didn't, I thought, well, that's okay. It's a nice place for a sentiment to go there. And then it does look like the sunshine's coming out. So, little. And that'll hold that big one down there. Okay. And let's go ahead and put our interior in. There we are. And last, but definitely not least, is we've got these those muted palette dots. I have to tell you, I don't use a whole lot of yellow embellishments most of the time, but against the petaled pink and with the sunshine, that's what I went ahead and went with on this one. And let's see here. Just trying to see how much yellow is already in the card. I think we're going to go with that again. I like the fact that they're getting used. All right. And I am going to go ahead and tuck them just a smidge under right there. One of the larger ones, got a smaller one here. And then use another small one. And I tucked it in up under here. Voila. Now you can see, I like to see how the different patterns of the paper look on the same card, just like I like to see different colors and so forth. So there you go. We've got those. Tell me which pattern you think's cuter. They're both cute. I don't know. So anyways, there we have it. Back to you. Hi again. So happy to be back and to see you all, and I really appreciate you tuning in. And I'll see you next week for episode 118. So until then, take care, be well, and stay creative. Thanks. Bye, everybody.